Okay, I had an instructor this week who was doing a piece with her students, and the piece was going to have mixed meters. So she was starting with 40 measures of 4/4, and then she had 5 measures of 3/4. And so she was asking me how she could do that in Audacity. And this is how you would go about doing that. First, go to Generate, click on Generate, and go to Rhythm Track. Here you have different parameters you can work with. We're going to go through this pretty quickly. So we're going to assume the tempo, we're just going to put it at 100. Beats per bars, 4, because we need that. And then she needed 40 bars of 4. We won't talk about the click sounds and that kind of thing. So that's all she would need to do to get her first 40 bars of 4. So there I have 40 bars of 4. If I play it, I can hear my click track going through. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Now she needs to add 3 bars or 5 bars of 3/4. So I'm going to hover right here at the end and click at the very end of that bar. Go back to Generate, Rhythm Track, and this time it's 3 beats to a measure, and it's 5 bars. Click OK, and I have 5. After that, there's another 40 bars of 4. So go back to Generate, Rhythm Track, 4 beats to a bar, 4 beats to a measure, and 40 bars, and click OK. So there we are. We have 40 measures of 4, 5 measures of 3, and 40 measures of 4. Some things you can do to help yourself out is also go to Track, Add New, and add a label track. So what the label track will allow me to do, I'm going to drag this to the top here so the label track will be on top, is if I wanted to mark this 40th measure, I could click there at the 40th measure, select Control B, and then type in measure 45. And I could do the same thing throughout the piece if I wanted to have labels at certain places in my music. So here I'm going to go ahead and Control B, put measure. Actually, that's measure 45. This was measure 40. So let's fix that. Measure 40. So the label track just gives you a way to label your measure numbers if you would like to help you find your way around. If there's any time changing going on, like tempo change, you can go to Track, Add New, and add a time track. And we see this is at 100. It's a range from 90 to 110. I think if I wanted to change that range, I can go to the little drop arrow here, go down to range, and lower speed, I'll make that 80. And the upper speed, I'm going to make that 125, just to give myself a good range there. And if I drag this down a little bit, I'll see that pop up. So if she had a tempo change at measure 40, click here at measure 40, and I'll get a little insertion point. And this saved from measure 40 to measure 45. There's going to be a little drop in tempo. So you click there, drag that down a little bit, and you could actually change your tempo marking there. It's a little tricky in Audacity. It's not perfect, could be better, but that is a way to change your tempo marking. So that's how to add mixed meter and